Okay, yes, I'm here. It is your girl Jamie Drew with the girlfriendexperience.org. Thank you so much for joining me live. I'm so excited right now, you guys, because I was trying to get in here live a second ago, and Facebook just would not let me be great. For those of you who are watching me live, you know I broadcast this live on Facebook before I post it to YouTube. So bear with me for a second here. I had my camera turned the other way, and there was some setting on my phone that just would not allow me to make it do what it do like I like to do and come here and bring y'all the knowledge that I like to bring you. So welcome on in. Hey, cuz. Welcome on in. Check me out on thegirlfriendexperience.org. Check me out on YouTube. Please subscribe. The Girlfriend Experience LLC is where you want to be. This is the Girlfriend Experience Classroom. I've been doing this for quite a few episodes now. I'm working on some different material to bring to you guys. So if you all have suggestions, please let me know and be kind enough to share this video, okay? Because this needs to be sent out into the universe to let everybody else in on this knowledge, okay? We can't be stingy. We can't be selfish. Let's do this. So if you already saw the title, you know we're going to be talking about money. Money is something that I like to talk about a lot, because all of us need it. It's something that we all have in common. It's something that we all want. It's something that we all want to get more of, right? No matter how much money that you currently have, you always want some more money. So I figure that I would give you guys a little bit of inside scoop on how to make some more money, right? Listen, you would never believe this, but working for free is one of the best ways that's going to get you some extra coins. Yes. Working for free will make you money. I'm talking about volunteering. I'm talking about literally giving your services away for free. Now, before you click off like Jamie doesn't know what she's talking about, hear me out for a minute, because listen, I'm telling you, I've been in the game for just a little second, and your girl has learned some things. You know, I want to pass them on to you. So one of the most important things that you need to remember about giving away your work for free is it's really about that word of mouth. It's really about that next level of recommendation that you're going to get from somebody. This is the reason why you're volunteering. Of course, you're going to do this out of the kindness of your heart, okay? And I'm not talking about working at the dog rescue. I mean, if that's your career path or you feel like you can find value in something like that, okay. But I'm talking about high level volunteering your services, your expertise to give something away for free or even for cheap sometimes. But we're talking about free right now. We're focusing on free. That will end up making you money in the long run, because somebody is going to give you a recommendation. You're going to meet somebody there. So let's get into a few of the high level volunteering ways that you can give away your services, your expertise, your time for free. But the payback is so much more rewarding, because you will get that next job offer from there. You will get that next speaking opportunity from there. You will get that next opportunity to showcase your work, to speak in front of an audience, whatever it is that you do. Okay, I don't know what it is that you do, but wherever there's an opportunity to meet people, to create with other people, to partner with other people, then I suggest you do that. And I talked about this in another class that I was teaching you guys. You know, that you need to be, in order to make money, you need to be thinking in terms of projects and collaboration. Who can I collaborate with? Who can I work on this short-term project with? Who can I work on this long-term project with? So remember, I was talking about that. And that's how you need to start getting your mindset together, how you need to start shifting gears so that you can be the millionaire that you want to be, or at least the high thousandaire, right? Okay, so doing a workshop. That is a good way for you to get out there and really test the waters a little bit, because this might be a service that you're going to be offering for people for an expense in the future. But this, doing it for free, gives you the opportunity to mess up, you know, to test out some things, to not have it all together, and then to really interact and connect with those people who brought you on for the service, or that audience that you're connecting to, that person that you're giving knowledge to. Give them the opportunity to talk you up to somebody else when you've done such a great job. How many of you have been to a workshop or class? I know I have been to Recently, I went to a class, believe it or not, that was discussing dementia. And I'm telling you, it was so valuable. Even if it's not something, you guys got to start thinking outside of the box. Even if it's not something that you normally deal with on a day-to-day basis, make it connect to your work. There is value in what's called interdisciplinary studies. Okay. And so make these different opportunities work for you. Even if it's an agency that you don't normally work with, or a group of people that you can't see yourself normally working with or connecting with, find a way that you all are the same, or that you all have some commonality, and get in there and teach their group something. Give a free workshop. What are you good at? What do you do at your job, at your regular 9 to 5, that you feel like you can offer somebody on the side? Or what are people constantly calling you for? I know you might be that go-to person. If you're like me, you're that go-to person where people are constantly calling you. Do you know about this? Do you know about that? Being a resource for other people. Okay, go ahead and share this video right now. Share this video to your page, because there's value in this information. So like I was saying, you offer your expertise to those people, and you never know, you could get the payback in the form of them offering free services to you, them recommending your service to somebody else. After the workshop, somebody pulling you to the side and saying, you know what, could you do this again for my organization? Okay, and there you are, you've gotten your practice, you've gotten to meet some people, and you've gotten paid in the future. So you have to start, when you want to be a millionaire, or like I said, a high thousandaire, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, baby. It could be a multimillionaire, decamillionaire, it could be a billionaire is your goal. Whatever your goal is, if you're looking to advance, if you're looking to go higher, then you're going to need to rub elbows, right? You're going to need to know people. You're going to need to be getting recommended and hearing about things and keeping your ear to the ground, okay? So these types of things are very important to be giving away your expertise and trading these little nuggets of knowledge with people, expanding your knowledge base, expanding the people that you touch, because that's really what it's all about. That's really, I talked about in another class that what it is that you have to offer is in direct correlation with your income. Okay? You got a little bit to offer. You got a little bit of income. You got a whole lot to offer. Well, you have a whole lot of opportunities to find different ways of income and different sources of income. Okay? And so if you're that go-to person, somebody's always calling you, asking you questions. Somebody's always calling you, asking you how to do this. Start volunteering those services. I'm telling strangers. Can we talk about, shout out to strangers, okay? Because they're the ones that you want to start. After you start, you want to start getting known from people who don't know you. So, of course, where do you start? You start with somebody who's already worked with you. You start with somebody who already knows you, and they may not know you personally or intimately, or the people that you know personally or intimately may not be interested in any of your services, okay? And so you have to get out there. Maybe you do that workshop and express that knowledge and give that free thing away so that people can get to know who you are and what you represent and what you bring to the table, so that they can hire you for something else, okay? You've got to start thinking in terms of projects, what you offer, okay? And how can I bring more to the table? You want more money in your pocket? Be a provider. Give more. Do more things. Give more things to people, okay? And that will reverberate right back to you like a boomerang, okay? So workshops. Another thing you can do, and this is a smaller thing, even if you're not the type of person to stand up in front of an audience and present a workshop, you can just answer questions. Answer questions. The next time somebody calls your job, you give your name, and let's say that you cannot help them. Your organization cannot help them. Be a resource to them. Say, hey, you know what? I've pulled together a list of this. Why don't you let me email you this list of resources that I found? Or have a 5-minute conversation with them, giving them just a couple of extra resources. And next thing you know, that person's singing your name and singing your praises to somebody else who needs you as a resource. And little do you know, you're being talked about now within your community. I'll give you a little backstory. Well, not a whole story, but just a little small example of something like that happened to me. And I actually, I was just used to providing the information. But over the years, when you continue to provide a service and provide the information for people, when they call you and you start to get known as a resource, and people say, well, hey, call Jamie Drew, because Jamie Drew probably knows. When you get to that point, And people started talking. Next thing you know, I was nominated for an award with a major nonprofit organization. United Way. And so that just showed me the power of this word. This is information that I was volunteering, that I was giving away for free. And the next thing you know, I'm nominated for this award, and being nominated for an award opens you up to other opportunities and other people and other, what I like to call movers and shakers, that are taking notice of you now, because you have done that thing for free. So some of you are doing it out of the goodness of your heart. But even if you ain't got it in your heart, if you want to have it in your pockets, if you want to have it in your purse, if you want to have it in your wallet, then you got to give away some things for free, okay? So answer those questions. Take that extra 5 minutes. That extra 5 minutes that you take here and there can get you an extra $5,000 a year, $10,000, $20,000. It can get you some extra coins. So take that time and do that. So number 1 was workshops. Number 2 was just answering questions, okay? So just think of how you can fit yourself into these equations and what kinds of free things you can do to make money, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk about is boards and committees. This is very important, okay? If you are on boards and committees, you are a decision maker within your community. And when you're a decision maker within your community, people continue to look to you to make those decisions. And they continue to look to you when opportunities present themselves. Okay? So you want to get on boards and committees. I'm sorry, I'm taking notes because I'm thinking of things. Y'all know your brain just works and works. I'm thinking of things to say to y'all. But boards and committees are really where it's at. And, you're not going to be paid, additional to be on most boards and committees and things like that. But it is an opportunity for you to rub elbows and get in alignment and get in the vibration with those people on that higher level of thinking, those other people that are making decisions. Because guess what? If they're on the board with you, chances are that they're on a board or committee somewhere else as well. If they're making decisions where you are, chances are that they are making decisions somewhere else as well. Now, give that a thought, because these are the people who you want to be around. These are the people who you want to surround yourself with, that are going to take you to the next level. And guess what the next level has? Money. And listen, it's not all about money all the time, but it is about being able to afford the lifestyle that you want to live, to be the person that you want to be, to elevate yourself where you need to be the best person you can be. Because when you live a fulfilled life, only then can you truly fulfill the lives of others. So if you want to give back within your community, making money and elevating yourself and climbing is the best way to reach down and help others. If you're at the bottom, you can't help anybody else at the bottom. How y'all both gonna be at the bottom? I don't know if that's possible. If you're both at the bottom, you just pulling each other sideways. I don't know about y'all, but I want somebody to pull me up. So the only way you can pull somebody up is to be at the top, right? Okay, so it's time to get those coins. All right, so workshops, answer questions, and be on boards and committees. Be in the presence of movers and shakers. To be a mover and shaker, you need to be in the presence of movers and shakers. And even if you're a behind the scenes type of person, you don't want all the limelight and things like that, still being in the presence of those people. You don't have to be the chairman of the board, but you can definitely be on a committee. You can definitely be a board member, okay? When you get into these areas where you're making these decisions and helping people and educating people, this is when you have the power and the money, okay? Okay, I wrote down another thing, which is switch it up a bit, short-term projects. Now, if you notice, I said workshop, I said answer questions, I said boards and committees. What I did not say is, go to the PetSmart and volunteer to feed the cats and wash the dogs for the rest of your life. No. Hey, Don't knock it. There could be some value. You can meet somebody like that. But I'm talking about being strategic. That's what I'm talking about. Being strategic and placing yourself in the right circles to be able to have the opportunities that you're really looking for. Because if you're watching this right now, then 9 times out of 10, you're looking for great opportunities to elevate yourself. And this is the way to do it. Believe me when I tell you, volunteering is the way to make more money. You're not looking for a second job or a third job. Volunteering your services. High level volunteering. I'm talking about workshops, answering questions, boards, and committees. Okay? Strategic volunteering. Volunteering your time to work on a short-term project with somebody. To work on something that will create some sort of advancement. Now, some of the boards and committees that you're going to get on are long-term. You may be on the board for long-term, but working on short-term projects. So the reason why I bring that up is because I don't want you to get stagnant, okay, with the same group of people. You have to get out and meet many groups of people. You have to travel. You have to be in different environments. I recently read, if you guys watch The Breakfast Club, if you all know Charlemagne the God, he has a book called Black Privilege. And it's funny because I purchased the audiobook, and before I read it, I told my son, I have a 14-year-old son, he'll be 15, you have to read this book. This is one of your assignments, and you need to tell me what you learned from this. But as he's listening to the audiobook, I'm listening to the audiobook too. So I read the book, he read the book, very good book. And one of the things that Charlemagne talks about is immersing yourself in different environments and situations that don't suit you. Now, those aren't his exact words, but he talked about reading books that he didn't think he could relate to. And, you know, basically that's what I'm saying is putting yourselves in environments with people who you really don't think that you can relate to. But doing that opens you up to a different world and a different base of knowledge to just expand you beyond where you ever thought you could be, because you've opened yourself up to a difference of opinion that wasn't your own. See, the only way you can learn is not by refeeding yourself the information that you already know, but by going out and gaining and seeking new information from other people and other sources. Okay? So that's why I really want you to focus on the shorter term projects, because when you focus on short term projects like that, you know, when I'm as it pertains to volunteering, when you focus on a little bit here, a little bit there, you get a little bit of my time, you get a little bit of my time, then you get the opportunity to meet different groups of people, and especially groups of people that you did not believe that you could relate to. Okay, that is one of the most important takeaways from that book. Go out and pick up that book if you are interested. I'm telling you, it's a great read, and it really opens your eyes to some things. Okay, Black Privilege. All right. So another thing that I wrote down that I want to talk to you guys about is hobbies. Now, some of you have expressed to me that you don't know what your hobby is. You don't know what your calling is. You don't know what you want to do outside of what you've been forced to do in your job all the time. You just need to explore. And that's where some of these volunteer opportunities are going to come in, because you may pick up a new hobby, such as painting. This video is brought to you by my painting. Check it out on www.thegirlfriendexperience.org/shop to find all of my wonderful paintings there. They're so wonderful. Shout out to you if you've purchased one already. And I do commission work as well. So if you are, if you find something that you liked in the gallery that's already been sold, let me know and I will sort of create you something similar, okay? So back to hobbies. That's one thing you can do to get yourself in a different box with different people, and you never know what you will pick up on that will be your next source of income. And I talked about in a previous video that multiple sources of income are the way to go if you want to be big, if you want to have big money and live the life of your dreams, okay? But don't be a doormat though. I wanted to make sure that I said that when you are volunteering, you are being strategic. You're not just doing it to make, the volunteer coordinator like you and be happy that you always volunteered for their stuff. The grunt work is not, like I said, high level volunteering. Sometimes you have to do the grunt work, but don't always choose the grunt work positions. I'm talking about things that will make you stand out. Okay? If you're going to make coins from something free, then you have to do something for free that makes you stand out as an expert in your field, stand out as somebody that other people want to work with. Okay? The last thing I want to say about this, because I just love this topic because a lot of people don't talk about this. I love to get in through the back door. And this is the way to sneak your way into an industry or sneak your way into anything that you want to do. Okay? But one thing my mother told me growing up is don't be the girl that's always at the party. And I'm going to relate this to this volunteering. She told me not to be the girl who's always at the party because you don't want to be the one that they already know is going to be there, the one that they expect to be there. Like, oh yeah, we already know Jamie's going to be at the party. Who's going to be there? Who all going? Jamie's going to be there. We know she's always there. No, you want to be the one that when you walk in, they're surprised. Oh, Jamie's going to get. People start whispering, Jamie's here. Oh my God. And my mom told me that years ago, and that has stuck with me over the decades. And I really do find value in that because, it makes you more larger than life. You don't want to be the person that they're used to being there and that it's humdrum and that people think of you or whatever. You want to stand out because the goal is to make you some money, right? The goal is to elevate you in life. The goal is to get you to that next level, right? So in order to get you to that next level, to have a fulfilled life that you want to live, you've got to stand out to be able to be selected and say, hey, I remember that girl. I remember that guy. I remember they helped me with it. I remember they taught a class on that. Maybe they can do one for me. And so you want to be that person that they value your time and expertise, not someone that they can walk all over as a doormat that they know is always going to say, yes, volunteer me for every volunteer position. No, that's not what it is because we're all about strategy, right? Strategic volunteering, strategically doing things for free so that they present an opportunity for you later. Okay. And it can be from the goodness of your heart. It can still be, you're still being a good person. You don't have to feel bad about doing things, for strategy's sake. When you really do want to do things out of the kindness of your heart, you can still do it out of the kindness of your heart, but make your time work for you. Some of us don't have that much time on this earth. I'm pushing 40. I'm knocking on 40's door, okay? So I figure I might have about 60 years left. What am I going to do with these 60 years? Well, I want to make my time work for me because my time is money. Every time I do something, every time I pay for something, every time I buy something, it costs me money. And where do I get that money from? From giving my time away at my job. Okay. And so in order for me to get my time back, I have to know where I need to command this money from in the electromagnetic field. Okay. Find where I can command this money from so I can get my time back so I can live the life that I want to live. Okay. And so if you want to do that, and if you're in the same mindset that I'm in, then strategic volunteering is definitely the way to go. So I'll recap just a little bit. There's, a few ways to do it. And if you have more ways that you think of, please comment below. Let the folks know. Let me know. I'd love to share information. So workshops, providing a workshop, answering questions, being on boards and committees, and coming up with new hobbies while you do all of these things. These are the things that are going to take you to the next level in life. This is going to take you to millionaire status, to high thousandaire status, or wherever it is that you want to be. All in all, what we're all searching for is comfort and fulfillment. And so me personally, part of my comfort and fulfillment comes along with having command of my time. And so these are ways that you can, instead of always applying for the job, because sometimes it's about who you know. So the best thing to do is to get to know people organically and to be called upon as a resource for certain things. Okay? So that is it. That is all I have to say tonight. Check me out at thegirlfriendexperience.org. If you have things that you want to talk about, things that you want me to discuss, hit me up. You know how to find me. Comment below. Email me at info@thegirlfriendexperience.org. If you know my phone number, call me, text me, whatever. And let me know what it is that you're interested in learning about, because I love teaching you all. And I want to know. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Those of you who watch live, those of you who are watching the recorded version, be sure to share this video, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace and blessings. Love you guys. Thank you.